Hey, Elijah. And you know the drill. Just let me know if you can see the screen and if you can hear me okay. And we're about to get started. And we are talking predictions for the mid-season finale of the haves and have-nots. All right, and everybody can't hear. Can you hear me now? Michelle, can you hear me now? I should be up and running. Hey, how's it going? Hello, Dorothy. And again, just let me know. Can you hear me and can you see the screen? Just let me know. Kobe, how's it going? And everybody, please just let me know. I see Timothy just a little. Michelle, can you hear me now? Because I'm sitting right in front of the microphone. Because as soon as if one more person lets me know they can hear me, we can get started. Micah, hey. Yes, Dorothy says yes. Okay, now. Volume up somehow. I mean, yeah, 100%. Everybody else, let me see if I can adjust it loud and clear. Okay, now for the mid-season finale of the haves and the have-nots, what do you want me to predict first? Here's what I think. Here's what I think. The beginning of the episode, we're going to have Justin talking with. Okay, good. Thank you everybody for letting me know you can hear me. That's all I need to know. First of all, I think it's going to be Justin, Wyatt, and Jeffrey talking for a good 7 to 10 minutes. Because I feel like that's going to be ironic that the beginning of the mid-season finale is going to be like the beginning of this season where we had Jeffrey and Justin talking for like 15 minutes, which was boring. Eric, look, I'll get to my prediction on the death later. Another thought I think is that Wyatt's going to walk out of there, no problem whatsoever. We're going to have Justin talking with Jeffrey, but the question is if Justin's going to try to attack him or if he's going to be honest about, you know, his sexuality. Golly. I think that Oscar is going to successfully get Wyatt's inheritance money. Yes, look, guys, I'll get to Veronica. I do think that Oscar is going to successfully get the $9 million from Wyatt and then get that over to Jim and Catherine due to the fact that we see Jim and Catherine at Wyatt's place, meaning that we're going to at least see the next day, because remember Jim said tomorrow me and you are going to take a field trip to Wyatt's house. So we know that Catherine and Jim are going over to Wyatt's place the following day. During that time, I'm pretty sure that they're going to have the money due to the fact that Jim's looking pretty cocky. He's sitting on a couch, feet on the table. So I'm pretty sure at that point they're going to kind of rub it in Wyatt's face that he shouldn't testify against them. And then he's going to find out he doesn't have any money. And I do believe there is the scene where Wyatt he looks high looking inside of the mirror. And then there's another scene where it looks like Wyatt is jumping at somebody and Jim is holding him back. So I'm pretty sure that Jim is going to lord it over his head that you shouldn't testify against us because you don't have any resources. So that's why I think it's going to happen there. When we get to Benny, now we did see in the trailer that Melissa is going to take Veronica's phone and send a text message to Benny saying that I have to go out for a while, but I want you to come by the house. I think that's a trap. So Benny comes over to Veronica's house when Veronica is not there, because in the trailer we see Candace actually giving a call to Veronica, and Veronica's like, give me David's address, and Candace says don't do it right now due to the fact you're going to blow everything out of the water. But Veronica isn't having it. And then we have that beautiful scene where Veronica is driving up to David's house and she looks through the window. Now this is the part everybody wants me to talk about. Number one, I do think Veronica looks good with that ponytail. It's a lot better than whatever hair she has now. Number two, did anybody else just catch the beautiful camera work of Veronica driving up to David's house? That was amazing. And number three, I want to ask you all first before I say my prediction, but we see Veronica looking through the window at David's house. I believe it's like the window door. What do you think he sees? What do you think he sees? Just tell me in the chat. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Erica and David sitting on the steps in their house and they're going to be kissing, because there is one particular picture. Yep, Timothy, Erica. There is one particular picture, and this was in the trailer where, you know, David's sitting on the steps. Erica puts her arms around him and kisses him. What I'm thinking is that Veronica's going to see this and freak out. Now, part of me thinks she's not going to bust up in the house and do everything. I think that, yeah, Michelle, you are exactly right. I think that Veronica's going to look in and just see that David has moved on. I mean, they have a new house, kissing a woman on the stairs. I imagine this is what they should do. I feel like maybe they should do like a brief flashback to when David and Veronica got their first house together, because I'm pretty sure what she's seeing through the window is the life she used to have with David. And instead of busting through the window and trying to fight or shoot somebody, I think she's going to get back in her car and go back to her house. Yep, Daquan, that's exactly what I'm thinking. She goes back to her house. And what does she find when we get back to her house? She probably sees Melissa and Benny having sex. Why? Due to the fact that Melissa sent that text message on Veronica's phone to Benny. So Benny comes over to the house when Veronica isn't there. Then during that time, Melissa probably tries to seduce him. And as a result, Veronica's already heartbroken from seeing David and Erica. But then she goes into the house and sees Benny with Melissa and flips out. That's what I think. So I want to let everybody... let me know what you think of that prediction. I feel like that's how the episode is going to end. The finale is going to be Veronica walking in on Benny and Melissa having sex. That's what I think is going to happen. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Judy, oh my God. I know, right? That sounds good. Yeah, Broderick is supposed to be in this episode. So my guess is that Broderick is probably going to be in the hotel. What if, you know, Catherine comes over to the hotel the next day and Jim's there? Or, you know, after she leaves Jim's room, he's up at the front desk and they talk. So that's when they're probably going to flirt. Yeah, Stephanie, I agree. It does have that Vivica Fox swag to it. Somebody's going to die. Let me put it this way. Justin, you know how Veronica doesn't know that Justin is the one that was ramming her from behind in the truck? I don't think that's going to happen this episode. I don't think that Hannah and Derek are going on a date this episode, due to the fact that's supposed to happen the next day at night. We're probably going to see the morning of the next day. So basically, we're going to pick up where we left off, and then we're going to get to the next day during the morning. That's what I think. Yeah, Michelle, that would be great for her to see Benny and Melissa. I agree. I feel like that'll definitely just drive the knife in deeper that her life is falling apart. And Benny's going to be in a situation that pretty much he's going to be doing the exact opposite of what his mom told him to do. Kobe, if loving you is wrong, really not doing that on this video because I strictly want to do haves and have-nots. I think it might end with Veronica seeing David and Erica. That could be it, but I'd rather have it where Veronica gets back to her house and sees Benny and Melissa, just to make it, you know, more dramatic. Now, it could happen where the end of now, it would not surprise me if the episode ended with Veronica at David's house. Do you think Hannah and Candace will ever get along? Probably in the finale of the entire series. I wonder who would die in the cliffhanger. Keep in mind, it's the mid-season finale, so if somebody dies, I don't think it's going to be Melissa, and I don't think it's going to be Erica just yet. It's way too soon. There's a lot going on. Somebody has to lead the show, but who? I don't doubt by the end of this season, a lot of people are going to die. So, yeah, it has been a long day. Yes, they're going to send her over the edge. Yeah, Veronica pretty much just she needs to wake up call. She needs a wake up call. She says she's going to take. Yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen. It's supposed to happen the next day. She said tomorrow I'm going to carry you to the doctor to see why you're not showing. Why don't Melissa just leave the house? I don't know why she didn't just leave after she took Veronica's credit card from the hospital. You know, like went to the bank, got some money, and then left. That's what she should have did. Yeah, I don't think nobody's going to die this mid-season finale. Honestly, I prefer if nobody died just because we can get some great setup for the back half of the season. So if there are deaths, it wouldn't feel as rushed. Oh, I bet we're going to see the lion tattoo, but in the back half of the season. I don't think it should happen just yet. There's way too much going on right now because we need to establish the whole Derek and Hannah thing. We have Benny with the Malones, Veronica, Melissa, Candace being a pimp. I think Charles might be in this episode. It's not confirmed, but it wouldn't surprise me if Landon goes back to Charles and explains that Candace doesn't want to see you. So, Little Dre, I was talking to my mom. The mid-season finale trailer looks kind of dull. Guys, hear me out on this one, but it would not surprise me if Loving You Is Wrong had a better finale than Have and Have Nots. Not just because it was 90 minutes, but there was a lot that went down. Yeah, I want to do If Loving You Is Wrong in a few days, so don't worry about it. This coming week, there are a lot of videos coming, and also just a shout out to the channel. Just because the Haves and the Have-Nots mid-season finale is on Tuesday, I urge you to keep an eye on the channel because I will be doing a lot more videos. Because even when the finale airs, keep in mind I need to do a review and then talk about predictions during the back half of the season. What about Jeffrey's situation? David said he'll try to get him out on bail, so we don't know if that's going to happen at the end of this episode. Because I bet at the beginning we're going to have Justin talking with Jeffrey, and then during the middle of the episode, that's when David shows up and says, I'll try to get you out with bail. So that's why I think. I wonder what's going to happen with Jim and Kat. Well, I feel like, you know, they're going to have Wyatt's money. I feel like Oscar is going to be successful in getting the money to their accounts. And then Wyatt's going to be pretty much up the creek without a paddle because he doesn't have any money. Melissa was weak last episode. Well, true, but I did like the fact that she said that I won't let you do to me and no, I won't let you do to this baby what you did to me and Jeffrey. So I did like that. Yeah, it's only been 10 episodes and we're at the mid-season finale, so that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I really don't know. I hope that Mitch is in the finale, but I doubt he will be. Just because there's way too much going on right now. Star, I predict a flop. I'm not trying to jinx it, but I don't know if this episode is going to be that great, but I do have some interesting thoughts about it. When does this show come back on after the finale? I'm thinking in June or late May. I don't know yet, but as soon as I do, trust and believe, I will let you know. I think something's going to happen to Jeffrey because of the day Justin. So yeah, but I feel like Wyatt and Jeffrey will probably tell him off and then leave. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. I mean, I want to know if David walks in on Justin and Jeffrey talking, or if David just walks in later in the episode with Jeffrey. Needs to take advantage of. I feel like Erica and Gia are going to work together against her at some point. Yeah, I wonder why. It looks like Wyatt is being held back by Jim instead of being pushed, so there's no telling what she's what he's doing. Yeah. I mean, because probably Tuesday morning, basically before Tuesday's episode, I'll definitely be doing another video just with some last minute thoughts and whatnot. But overall, I just feel like the episode is going to be Oscar getting the money back to the Criers, them going over to Wyatt's place. We're picking up where Wyatt and Jeffrey are talking with Justin. Justin talks about his feelings to Jeffrey. Then later in the episode, David shows up and talks about, I can get you out on bail. And then towards the end of the episode, you know, we'll have Melissa and Benny at Veronica's house. Then Veronica going over to David's house and seeing him with Melissa. And that could either be the end of the episode, or Veronica goes back to her house and see Melissa and Benny together. Hannah's probably going to be in there somewhere, but I don't think she's going to have a major role. That's what I think. I do feel like Wyatt might try to hit Catherine. That's the only reason I could see Jim trying to hold him back. I don't know. Candace will win against David this time. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because remember, Veronica and Candace are supposed to be working together, but due to the fact that it seems Veronica is just willing to throw it all away just to do things her way instead of waiting, I feel like that alliance isn't going to last that long. Yeah, Wyatt doesn't have a long storyline. To be honest, I don't even know why he's still on the show. Yeah, Oscar, he's in the picture right there. I think he's going to be in the episode just to tell Jim the good news that you should have the money back in your account by tomorrow morning. The show has made a turn because a lot of characters got killed off this season. Need to have a lot of I mean, you look at Gia, Broderick, Rocky, and that's just to name a few. So, yeah. All right, so those are just my initial thoughts. But again, I will definitely be doing another video pretty soon. If Wyatt dies, yeah, Catherine would definitely be devastated. So I definitely agree with that. because we're not going to get any kind of resolution with Amanda and the Bullets or Jennifer Salison or Quincy Maxwell's case. Keep in mind, this is only going to be like 39 to 44 minutes, so not everything is going to be resolved. Veronica, yeah, they're not going to get... Veronica and Candace, they're going to fall apart because Candace is more concerned about getting back her money, which wasn't hers to begin with. And then Veronica seems to be jumping at the fact that she wants revenge on David, or at least Erica. But the problem is, Erica needs to be alive for now, just for the sake of getting all of David's money. So I feel like Veronica's going to screw this up. Taking his money will destroy him again. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. They should have made the finale. Not, I cannot agree more. I feel like that will give us enough time so everything doesn't feel rushed, and we can definitely get some character development. Candace wants Jeffrey out of jail too, but she has a funny way of showing it. Yes, she's talked to Veronica, but Veronica isn't budging. Candace will win against it. Yeah. All right, are there any closing thoughts? Because I know I'm cutting this short, but I will definitely do more. Well, they did send a bullet that killed his sister in the same bullet. There's a murder. Yeah, well, we're not going to get anything on Amanda this episode, I bet. There's just way too much to talk about in the episode that I doubt she's going to be brought up. Oh, yeah, Candace ain't dying this season. I'm happy for David too, but we know that Erica's going to screw him over, even though I really do think she should turn tables and end up with him. Veronica's trying to train Well, you look at the fact that Benny has been easily manipulated most of this season, so even when he thinks he's in control, he's really not. Maybe that's what attracts Veronica to him, the fact that he's not listening to everything she says, like, you know, all these other people, so... Yeah. But also, if you could just tell other people about the channel, because we're over 20,000 subscribers. So Ronnie, I don't even think that Candace and Jeffrey have a friendship. Jeffrey's the one that puts his neck on the line all the time, but Candace doesn't do the same. I think Erica is going to turn on. Yeah, I agree. She wouldn't control him like she said, David. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to cut this a bit short, because I've pretty much laid out all my predictions, but I'll definitely be doing a follow-up video before the episode Tuesday night. So thanks so much for tuning in, and keep an eye on the channel, because hopefully tomorrow is Monday. I'll try to get a couple more videos up. And with that being said, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think is going to happen in the mid-season finale of the Haves and the Have-Nots? Again, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos, because I do have more on the way. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.